Training a dog is in the minds of most people a difficult and trying proposition. Actually, it is quite simple. Deal with your dog as though you were dealing with a child. You must be gentle with a sensitive dog and proportionately firmer with a rough and tough dog. The primary education of a dog consists of his learning the meaning of 5 words. They are heel, sit, stay, down, and come. I repeat, heel, sit, stay, down, and come. These are easily taught if you use each word in association with a directive action, such as a gentle jerk on the leash to attract the dog's attention. For equipment, you need a slip collar, preferably a chain collar, and a 6-foot leash. Let's first teach the dog to heel. To your dog, the single word heel must always mean walk by my left side. Place the dog on your left side. Double the end of your leash and hold it in your right hand about waist high, and with your left hand, grasp the leash approximately 14 inches lower. Adjust the leash so that it hangs below the dog's neck, forming the letter U between your leg and the dog's. From this point on, you must never keep a tight leash on the dog, because a tight leash means choking, and when the dog is choking, he cannot possibly be thinking of what you are trying to teach him. Okay, we're set to move. When you start to walk, always step out with your left foot. This will soon become his guide for walking. First, call the dog's name to get his attention. Step out, say heel, and give a gentle jerk forward on the leash, all at the same time. I use the word jerk even though it seems like a harsh treatment, because I want to avoid dragging the dog. The second the dog moves with you, put the slack back in the leash, walk back and forth. Stop occasionally and repeat the same action. While walking, you will continue to give the heel commands and gentle jerks whenever the dog is not in position. The proper heel is accomplished when the dog's right leg is in line with your left leg, but not in direct contact with it. In a short time, the jerks will not be necessary. The word heel alone will suffice. Practice this exercise only for 2 or 3 days, devoting 10 to 15 minutes each day in a drill. When your dog has a general idea of the meaning of the word heel, you can teach him to sit. With the dog at the heel position, grasp the leash with your right hand about 6 inches from the collar. Place your left hand on the dog's hindquarters, then pull up with your right hand. Press down with your left hand and say, sit. Practice the heel and sit for a week for 10 to 15 minutes each day. He then is ready to be taught the stay command. Sit your dog in the heel position. Switch your leash to your left hand, holding it short for better control if the dog moves. Place the flat palm of your right hand in front of the dog's face. Say, stay. Step off with your right foot and stand directly in front of the dog. Notice that on the stay command, you step off with your right foot. If the dog moves, put him back in the sit position and repeat, stay. From time to time, move further and further away from the dog, but always be ready to move in quickly to make the correction if he moves. When you are ready, return to the heel position. Stand a few seconds and then praise him. After another week of practice on the heel, sit, and stay, you will teach the dog to lie down on command. Sit him at the heel position. With your right hand, grasp the leash close to the collar. Give a gentle jerk toward the floor and say, down. The dog may not go down with this, so you proceed to show him what you mean. Place your left hand on the dog's shoulders to keep him in position. Pull his right paw out from under him with your right hand to get him off balance, and push him down to the floor, repeating the command, down. Eventually, he will go down with just the command. To sit from the down position, hold the leash in your right hand, jerk up gently, and say, sit. Be sure to praise him. During the next week, practice the preceding lessons for about 15 minutes a day. The dog is now ready to be taught to come when called. Give your dog the sit-stay and walk out to the end of the leash. When you are ready, give him the command, come, and at the same time jerk gently toward you. The moment he is directly in front of you, tell him to sit and praise him warmly. Always praise the dog when he comes to you. Practice all the exercises for another week, placing particular accent on the word come. When you feel he understands the meaning of the 5 basic commands, you can alternately train him some days with the leash and some days without the leash until he learns to obey all commands whether he is on leash or not. Please give consideration to local ordinances and traffic conditions of your community. To summarize, make your directions plain to the dog. Correct quickly when he's wrong, and praise him when he's right. Train your dog with enthusiasm and stay with it. Practice regularly. Take every opportunity which presents itself to put across a lesson, and in a short time you will develop a happy and enjoyable companion.